Ladies and gentlemen, they are saying this monkeypox that's over in the US is behaving a lot different from the version of it that was in West Africa. They said it's accelerating, it's mutating, it's really behaving very different. I have some audio that I want you to listen to from Newsweek. Just a quick word from our sponsor. After this, Progressive, you can get after Progressive, then I'll play it. But y'all, I'm not surprised. It seems like anytime something gets over here in the US, it always becomes something different, including during the pandemic. So it's really not that surprising for me to hear this, but I just want you to hear what these researchers are saying about this version of it. Has mutated at an unprecedented rate with accelerated evolution. Researchers investigating the genetic makeup of the monkeypox virus have said the virus appears to have mutated far more than would normally be expected. The work has been outlined in a new study published in the journal Nature Medicine. As part of the study, Portuguese researchers collected 15 monkeypox virus sequences in total, mostly from Portugal, and reconstructed their genetic data. Monkeypox is a rare disease believed to have its origin in animals. It is from the same family of viruses as smallpox. Usually monkeypox is localized within West and Central African countries, but this year has seen the first multi-country outbreak, including cases without known links to West or Central Africa, with more than 3,500 cases reported as of Thursday, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. The virus can be transmitted between people by close contact with lesions, body fluids, respiratory droplets, such as via face-to-face contact, and contaminated materials. The current outbreak has introduced uncertainty about exactly how the virus is spreading, with far more transmission than is normal. In the latest study, researchers discovered around 50 genetic variations in the viruses they studied compared to ones from 2018 and 2019. This, they said, is far more than one would expect considering previous estimates of the mutation rate of orthopoxviruses, of which monkeypox is a type, between 6 and 12 times more. These significant genetic variations might suggest accelerated evolution. Our data reveals additional clues of ongoing viral evolution and potential human adaptation, the team wrote, adding that they had identified proteins that are known to interact with people's immune systems. However, more studies will be needed to find out more about the potential role these might play in adapting the monkeypox virus for human spread. João Paulo Gomes, head of the Genomics and Bioinformatics Unit at the National Institute of Health in Portugal, who co-authored the study, said it is not known whether the mutations have contributed to increased transmissibility between people. We do not know that, he told Newsweek. We just know that these additional 50 mutations were quite unexpected, considering that this 2022 monkeypox virus is likely a descendant of the one in the 2017 Nigeria outbreak. One would expect no more than 5 to 10 additional mutations instead of the observed about 50 mutations. We hope that now specialized groups will perform laboratory experiments in order to understand if this 2022 virus has increased its transmissibility. Another notable finding from the study is that most of the mutations are of a particular type that could have been introduced by a human defense mechanism called APOBEC3, which works by introducing mutations to viruses in order to stop them from working properly, said Pam Bailey, professor of medical virology at the University of Manchester. However, in this case, the mutations are apparently not making the virus non-viable and may be helping it to adapt to human-human transmission, Bailey, who was not involved in the study, told Newsweek. This is just a theory that fits the current evidence, and lots more work is going to be needed to see if this is what is really happening. I don't think we can say the mutations have made it more contagious, but maybe they have made it better adapted to humans. The researchers say their work shows that viral genome sequencing of monkeypox might be precise enough to track the spread of the current outbreak and see how transmission might be changing. This, in turn, would allow decision makers to introduce measures to curb monkeypox spread. Vaccines are already available. Jeremy Camille, associate professor of microbiology and immunology at Louisiana State University Health Shreveport, told Newsweek the study is very impressive but said it is too early to say for sure whether monkeypox is undergoing rapid evolution until we can rule out the possibility that the virus has been circulating and adapting in people for longer than people assume, perhaps starting out in undersampled regions of the world like parts of Africa where monkeypox is endemic.
Alex Siegel, a virologist at the Africa Health Research Institute, AHRI, and associate professor at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, who was also not involved in the study, echoed Camille's point. I think this outbreak was under the radar for a while, he told Newsweek. Certainly, the diminishing immunity because the smallpox vaccine is no longer given could have helped. The findings are concerning, but we'll see if this virus keeps spreading once people start to be aware of the signs and it breaks out in the general population. It's contact dependent, and unless spread goes respiratory, it should be easier to stop. Virus sequencing efforts also confirmed that the viruses studied belong to a specific type of monkeypox virus known as clade 3, confirming them to be part of the wider West African type as opposed to the Central African type. The West African version of monkeypox, with a case fatality ratio of usually less than 1%, is much less virulent than the Central African clade 1 version, which can cause death in more than 10% of cases, according to the study. Update June 24, 2022, 6:13 a.m. ET. This article has been updated with the most recent monkeypox case numbers.
Okay, y'all, you heard what they said. This thing mutated 50 times since being in the US. And you know what? I think all of this is just another way of saying they don't have this under control. They don't. You know, they're showing all the signs that they don't. You know, these folks have a lot of pride and ego, and they are not really good at telling you things when it don't go right for them. So we know they never got the other thing we're not allowed to talk about under control. And it appears that they don't have this under control either. And it is still saying that LGBTQ appear to be getting it more than anyone else. So if this thing is mutating that rapidly, it's no telling what you may have just in even a few weeks or a few months. But it does not look good. And like I said, one thing these researchers are not saying is they have it under control. And I noticed that very consistently in these articles. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.